At 1:30 in the morning on the 1st of June, 2009, an Airbus A330 over the middle of the Atlantic stopped answering. It was 3 hours out of Rio de Janeiro, over open ocean, beyond radar cover from either coast. 228 people were on board. None of them survived. The aircraft was bound for Paris with 3 pilots, flying through the night at the top of its cruise. Its planned route ran northeast across the equator. The flight path took it through the belt of storms that sits over it. It was cruising at 35,000 feet when it entered cloud. Ice blocked the pitot tubes, the small probes that measure airspeed. For under a minute, the aircraft did not know how fast it was going.
The systems that depend on those readings began switching themselves off.
The pilot at the controls had 807 hours on the type. The pilot beside him had 4,500. With the autopilot gone, the pilot flying pulled the nose up, and kept it up. It went up at 7,000 feet a minute, while its speed over the ground collapsed. When the left-hand instruments recovered, they showed an airspeed of 413 kilometers an hour.
The investigators' conclusion about the loss of speed data was blunt.
Brazil sent radar aircraft to sweep the sea for floating debris. Transport aircraft worked out of Recife, on the nearest stretch of Brazilian coast. The first wreckage was sighted within days. The first bodies were recovered on the 6th. France sent a nuclear submarine to listen for the recorder's locator beacons. The search was run from satellite fixes on where the debris field lay. The last position the aircraft reported was 565 kilometers out from the Brazilian coast. Below that point the sea floor is not flat. It is a range of underwater mountains. In cross-section the ground drops away in ridges and valleys, thousands of meters deep. Reaching it needed equipment built to work at 20,000 feet of depth. 3 search phases failed. The 4th found the wreckage within a week of starting. In the days after the crash, the airline contacted close to 2,000 people connected to those on board. Families were brought to the center coordinating the search and told what was known. Within a fortnight, the airline had replaced the airspeed probes on every A330 it operated. A memorial to the flight stands in Rio de Janeiro, where it began. The instruments failed for less than a minute, and the aeroplane was still flying when they came back. How much should a pilot be expected to do when the machine stops explaining itself?